everyone, so this is a really interesting video for you all about South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out that happened in Crawley on the 4th of May 2019 and I attended. So for any of you that don't know about the event, after the success of LCon last August, where we all had a group of authors get together and it was absolutely fantastic, the wonderful Claire Highton-Stevenson decided that we need more events like this because they're really great sort of ways for readers to meet authors and for other authors to meet other authors, and everybody just have a really good time and a networking experience as well, that helps to build the community. And she did an absolutely fantastic job of organising South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out in Crawley, which was absolutely amazing. I have had the best time ever. Like, I'm not even joking, it was amazing. She had an amazing lineup of people. She had a fantastic setup. It was all cozy and it was just really relaxed and chilled. So I'll run you through who was there. Hopefully I remember everyone. I'm really sorry if I forget. So we had Wendy, Hudson and A.L. Brooks from Ilva Publishing who came along, brought some of their books with them. Kit Mallory was there with her book Blackout, which there is a sequel coming, guys, a sequel. Any of you that saw my video review will know how excited I am, and therefore how excited I was that there's going to be a sequel. And then we had Arizona Tape, who's not someone I'm familiar with, but I'm looking forward to checking out her books. And Emma Wallace was there. She does children's books, which all looks really, really good. They sort of cover a variety of topics within sort of LGBT characters, and they sort of something educational for kids to explain different relationships, mummies and mummies, daddies and daddies, mummies and daddies, and all those sorts of things. And they looked absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't checked those out, definitely go and check those out. We had Jenn Matthews there with her debut book, which again is an Ilva published book, and that is Hooked on You. So she was there and she had some of her crochet bits, which are like sort of relevant to the title of the book, and they're sort of explored in the book as well. And we had Kit Eyre, which again was another new author for me to discover. Lise was there with her range of books, which are fantastic. We had Emma Nichols with her range of books. We had Kiki Archer, who is always fun to see and brings like lots of vibrancy in her fan club, which was brilliant. And we had Jessica Jeffries and TJ Richards, who came to talk to us about audiobooks and audio narration, so that was really cool. And then we had Amanda Radley, so that's A.E. Radley, and Emma Sterner Radley. And we had Claire, obviously, she was there at her own event selling her own books, so it was absolutely fantastic. We had a great group of authors. There were a few who were lined up to come, which unfortunately couldn't come, but we still had an absolutely fantastic day. We had so much fun. So first of all, I want to say a big shout out to Claire's helpers. So that was Chris, Lou and Elaine, who were doing like refreshments and stuff, and a shout out to Nick as well, because she was helping out as well, which was absolutely great. Just sort of really keeping the whole event together, sort of doing the refreshments, serving cake, and genuinely just really being brilliant. They were a fantastic little helping team, and do you know what, it was great to meet them all, every single one of them. They just really helped to sort of glue everything together so that all us authors and readers could just have the best time, and a really, really good experience. So thank you so much to those guys for helping out and you know, helping to make the event amazing. All like just perfect. So like I said, I genuinely had like the best time. I didn't take any video whilst I was there, but there are videos hanging around online. So Claire did a live and Kiki did a live, and there's a few bits and pieces. There's lots of photographs hanging around, so you can check all that out. And you know, if you didn't make it this year, Claire's going to do it all again next year, so it will be absolutely amazing if you can make it next year. I promise you will have the best time. It was just such a lovely chilled day. Everyone who attended and came, we had a few readers locally drop in, and then we had a few that travelled. One in particular I'm going to give a shout out to is Mira from Finland, who quite often has a chat with me on the channel, and it was so nice to finally meet Mira. A bit like me, she sort of looks at all the authors in complete awe and is like, oh my god, it's amazing to be here. Proper having a fangirl moment, do you know what I mean? It was great, you know, so we had international people coming in and attending the event, and it was fantastic. So anyway, I did have the most brilliant time. The Friday night we were out and we were having drinks, which was super cool. You know, and we just all hung out together, readers, authors alike, and it was such an experience. So on the Friday we went out, like I say, and we had a few drinks, and you know, it's a very surreal moment when you are sitting in a bar with your favourites. I mean, I was sitting in a bar with, you know, Claire Highton-Stevenson, Jenn Matthews, A.L. Brooks, Wendy Hudson, Kit Mallory, talking about their books, and it's like, wow, what an experience. It was just so amazing. And then on the Sunday, for everyone who attended the South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out as an author or a sort of part of the volunteer team, so working, the event got invited round for a barbecue. Claire had like an after party for all the authors taking part, and again, you know, that was just amazing. We all just chilled out. It was just, you know, have a giggle and a laugh, have a drink. Yeah, just brilliant experience. And again, like I say, it was just like so surreal, sitting in a room just generally chatting with authors like A.E. Radley and Emma Sterner Radley, and Wendy Hudson was there, and Jenn Matthews was there for a bit, and you're chatting with these people and you're really getting to know them, and it's so nice to be able to chat with them about their work, what they do, you know, how much we appreciate it, how fantastic it is. It was such a brilliant experience. Like, I never wanted the weekend to end. I was having the best time. And I kind of have con blues. I've had con blues before after being to like celebrity conventions. And I had a bit of con blues after LCOM, but I properly have them from South Coast Lesfic. I miss it already. I could totally go and do it all again this weekend, and I would have the best time still. Such an experience, and all I can say is a massive thank you to Claire Highton-Stevenson for organising this, and then a massive thank you to all of you that came, all you authors that came and you participated, and you really made us feel like we were having the most amazing time. You take so much of your time for us, and you know, we really do appreciate it. So if you missed out, don't miss out again. She's holding the event next year. Make sure you sign up to her newsletters and stuff, and so you'll get all the info from Claire that you need, and you will know for next year, so that you can come along and just experience this fantastic event. So straight out the starting gate, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, now that I've finished sort of fangirling over all the fangirling I did at the weekend with all my favourite authors, I'm going to show you what I got. So I got quite a bit of stuff, mostly books. I apologise for the rustling because it's in like carrier bags and stuff, and I just haven't taken it all out. So this, I thought I'd show you this first. This was my little badge. You can't really see it because it's going to reflect all of the camera, but this is my little badge, and because I was helping out, I got roped in. I thought I'll help out, why not? I mean, when I'm there as a reviewer, I am there to talk to people about books that I've read. I'm there to buy books that I want to read, and obviously I'm there, you know, if anyone wants to talk to me about promotional stuff, because as a reviewer, that's what we do. We help to promote and advertise, and I'm more than happy to. So Claire was like, have a badge, so people will know who you are, and it was really cool because those that attended sort of in a reader capacity, they got a little name badge, and it meant that, you know, it took a bit of pressure off, and people could talk to you and already know your name if you were a little bit shy or whatever, but you didn't have to have it if you didn't want to. It was all very, like I say, calm and relaxed. And so the other thing I should mention before I start showing you everything that I got was we had a little calm down zone as well. So it was something we were trialling for the first time at an event, and so if you struggle with anxiety or you're a little bit shy, a calm down zone is a place where you can go and just take a minute, take a breath, sit by yourself quietly, or do one of like the activities. There was some sort of bits and pieces in there that you can use, so like some colouring or some oils, or whatever you needed, basically, if you just wanted to sit and cuddle a toy, or if you just wanted to sit quietly in a corner and just have a little bit of a chat with someone about how you were feeling. It was the point of it was that if you were feeling a little bit overwhelmed or anxious, a little bit shy, whatever, you could just go in there and calm. It was just a calmer environment than all the busyness going on outside. So that was a nice addition, and it worked. It was nice to have there. A few people used it, and so hopefully at other events, if you come across a calm down zone, it'll be something that, if you need it, is there to help you. And Jenn put a lot of work into doing that and sort of setting that up for the event. So again, if you see those at events, now you know what they're for. And it was really great of Claire to trial it at South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out. So it was something a little bit different as well. Anyway, back to all the important stuff, because you all want to know what I got, and I know that's what you want to know. So like I say, I had my little badge. So I had my little reviewer badge, and I was very happy with that. And then, so I got a few bits and pieces. The first thing I got was Forget It by Claire Highton-Stevenson. So I will do separate introduction videos for these books if I have already read them, and then if I haven't read them, when I read them, they'll get their introduction video so you can get a good look at them. So this was Forget It by Claire Highton-Stevenson, which is her latest release. Was also on the day of South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out, was #1 in the lesbian romance charts. So go check it out. That's how great it is. It's a fantastic book, and you're missing out if you haven't checked it out yet. So I'm really glad to have that. I have all of Claire's other books. I love them. They all look so lovely together, and this one's a great addition to my collection. So like I said, I'm going to apologise for this because everything's in carrier bags, so I'm probably rustling a little bit. But it's because I had to protect my books to get them home on the train. So the next book that I have to show you is Valerie by Kit Eyre. So during the event at South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out, some of the authors, if they wanted to, could get up and give us a little bit of a reading from their book. And Kit Eyre was one who gave us a reading from her book Valerie. And as soon as she read that chapter, and I was listening, and I thought, oh, I am really, really, really intrigued. So I really wanted to check this book out. So I grabbed a copy of this, and whilst you were grabbing a copy of Valerie, you got a little badge for it as well. So that's quite cool. So if you come to these events, you can grab little extras that you wouldn't usually get if you just buy the book. And that's a great sort of little thing that you can pick up, and it's a little bit extra for your reading experience, which was just great. So that's Valerie by Kit Eyre. So that's another one that I got. So Lise Gold has given me a copy of Northern Lights. So this one. It's a little Christmas novella. And the reason she took these along is they've got not for resale on them, so it's sort of ruined the cover a little bit. But I've got a picture of the cover, so you'll get to see it anyway. But she gave me a copy of this to check out and have a read of, which looks really good. Can't wait to check that out. So another one that I got was, so I'm really excited because I read an Emma Nichols book. I read the first one in her Vencini series before I went to South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out, and I have the second book of that to read because you need both together, buy those together, as it says in the video review. But I grabbed a copy of her latest release, which is Madeleine, which looks so good. Again, Emma Nichols was one who did a reading whilst we were at South Coast Lesfic Hang-Out, and it was just so intriguing that you then want to pick up the book. Readings really do help, I find, for me personally, to really get me interested in a book if I don't already know what it's about, or if I'm new to an author, or if sort of it's a book that isn't the norm. Things like that, you know, they really help to really engage, because you can hear a little bit about the book and you think, oh, that sounds really good. So that was really cool. And then I got two by Arizona Tape. So I've got Valkyrie 101, which I love these covers. They look so brilliant. So this is part of Afterlife Academy and looks really, really good. So I can't wait to check that out. And the other one I got was Not Today. So that looks really cool as well. Cannot wait to check those two out. So they were both by Arizona Tape. And then I got, let's have a look, I got Write Your Own Script by A.L. Brooks. Now I love this book. This book is absolutely amazing, and I am so privileged to have a copy. I cannot believe it. When I saw A.L. Brooks, I was like, yes, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you brought this book with you. I love it. And I'm really, really excited to have that. And the nicest thing is she signed it for me. Most of the books, when you come to these sort of little conventions and hangouts, you can get your books signed, so that's really cool. Again, A.L. Brooks did a reading from Write Your Own Script. She picked my favourite chapter to read. Well, I've got a lot of favourite chapters in this book, but the one she chose really shows the story off, and it really, you know, sold it. It was brilliant, and her reading it was absolutely fantastic. And I was amazing to see A.L. Brooks again, because I saw her at Elcon and I didn't really get to chat, and this time I got to chat so much. It was amazing, like proper. Right, see, I'm doing it again. I'm fangirling. Stop. So excited. It was brilliant. Like, it's like sitting in a room with like all your favourite celebrities. In fact, actually, do you know what? I said it about Write Your Own Script, didn't I? In the review, I said, imagine like if you've ever like had a crush on a celebrity. Well, it's not the same thing, but you know, ever really wanted to spend so much time with your favourite celeb. Oh, this is what being at this convention at Lesfic Hang-Out was like. It was like spending time with all your favourite celebs. It was amazing. So then I also got, I've read this before as well, Hooked on You by Jenn Matthews, so I had to have a paperback naturally. And again, Jenn actually signed my paperback, and for those of you in the know, some of you know me well enough to know this, what she wrote in the book, I'll show you there. Oh, you can't quite see. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Anyway, it says, hope you find your Anna. Yeah, so those of you that know me are going to know exactly what that all, like, yeah, you know, I don't need to tell you, you've spent all weekend hearing about it, but it's so cute. Then I got a couple of books by Wendy Hudson, because some of you will know that I read my very first book by Wendy Hudson the other week, which was Meant to Be Me. So that meant I had to grab a copy of Meant to Be Me. And I'm so excited because again, Wendy signed it, fantastic, and so I had to have a copy of that. And then she had her other two books with her, and I said, which one should I check out first and give a go to? So I have a copy of 4 Steps, which I think Wendy was talking about when we went to Elcon, and I was intrigued, so I'm looking forward to reading this and checking this out, seeing what this is all about. And then I have 2 books by the wonderful and fantastic, bright and bubbly, always lighting up your day, Kiki Archer. It was great to see Kiki again. There was one point where I was actually stood between Kiki and Claire on Saturday morning, and I felt ridiculously short. But it was great. It was still great. Oh, it's amazing. So I have a copy of Too Late I Love You, which looks absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to check that out. And then, because we all know how much I loved But She Is My Student, oh, like totally my favourite Kiki Archer book. It's the only one I'd read, but it's still going to be my favourite. It's going to be my favourite for the longest time because it's so good. So I have a copy of the follow-up, which is Instigations. I can't wait to read that either. It's so good. So yeah, that's all my books. That's everything I got. And whilst I was there, like I say, you've got all these little freebie bits. So Arizona Tape had some little badges. So I'm trying to take some pictures of these to show you. But I've got 2 little badges there. And then Wendy was doing the same thing, little badges, but they were Scottish because Scotland and stuff, you know. So they were really cute. This one says Scotland, and this one has the Loch Ness Monster on it. I mean, look at that! Look, it's so cute. And then Wendy has also got a book launch party. So unfortunately, I'm so busy with my exams, I can't go. But for any of you that are around or fancy a trip up to Glasgow, if you want to go, Wendy's having a book launch party on Saturday the 18th of May. And you can get all the details. I'll take a picture so you can get details and stuff. But sure, go along, support her book launch party. Grab a copy of Meant to Be Me because it's a fantastic book and you will love it. And then Arizona Tape was also giving out these little cocktail kits with a little cocktail recipe, which I have been told is really good because they've tested it. So I know what I'm doing with my next weekend. And yeah, I think that was pretty much everything I got. How cool is that? So I had a fantastic weekend. I got loads of really cool stuff. Like I say, the books that I have already read that I have now bought a paperback of, I will do some introduction videos for them, but I'll do them and then post like sort of one a week for the next few weeks so you're not overwhelmed with introduction videos, and sort of keep the sort of, what do you call it, momentum going of interesting videos. And yeah, I look forward to reading all my new books and discovering the new authors that I hadn't checked out their work before, and it's just going to be super awesome. Can't wait. So I can't wait for next year. Like I say, massive thank you to Claire. There's loads of pictures online. You can go check it all out, chat with people, see what you missed, and don't miss out next year. Come along, it's going to be awesome, and I hope to see you there. Bye.